Voted as Best Internet Radio Show in Tampa Bay, you're tuned into Hoppe Hour. This segment is being brought to you by Malectronic.com. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe for 20% off.
What's up? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, and on the phone line from the Bernie and Sid Show and Imus in the Morning on 77 WABC in New York City. I'm very proud to say that Sid Rosenberg is on Hoppe Hour. What's up, man?
Hey, Ryan. Nice to talk to you, pal. You have to excuse me if every now and then the phone doesn't sound great. I'm literally walking on Wall Street in New York City and Manhattan after a very, very long day of doing both the Imus show and my show, but it's nice to be on, pal. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How weird is it for you that Don Imus' show is ending this week and that you guys are basically taking over for the I-Man? Has it sunk in yet, or are you pretty pumped about it?
Yeah, I mean, we've known this now for a little while. We've known, I would say, for the better part of a year that this is going to happen eventually. It came to fruition sooner than we thought because of the cumulus contract situation at our company. But even knowing it, it's kind of like when you have a relative, Ryan, that's really, really, really sick and you expect your relative to die. And you think that when they do die, you're ready for it. And then they pass away and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Kind of like this here. We've known Imus is leaving for a long time now and we've known we're taking over. But now, literally a day and a half away, he's going to drop the mic day after tomorrow, about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm taking over in 5 days, starting Monday. It is pretty real. I mean, I've been with this guy for nearly 20 years, Bernard, nearly 30 years, and 7, 8 years old at my dad's Cadillac in Brooklyn, New York, listening to Imus. So it's a pretty surreal, crazy story, yeah.
What is some of the best advice that Don Imus has given you over the years of knowing him over the past 20 plus years? What is some of the best advice that Imus has given you?
He's never really given me advice, Ryan, but working on his show, and again, I've been on and off for about 18 years. I started with Imus originally back in 2000, had a 5-year run through 2005, came back in 2006, lasted 1 year till the Rutgers scandal in 2007. And now I've been back again the last 2+ years on a full-time basis. He's never really given me advice. We never really sat down and talked about, what I should and shouldn't do, what he thinks of me. But working alongside him, watching him operate, and I truly think he's one of the great interviewers of all time. Him and Howard Stern, I think, are 1A and 1B. The way he handles other guests and just the general topics of conversation, the way he handles his staff, the rest of the cast on the show, the way he seamlessly is able to transition from something serious like the morning we spent together on 9/11 when the first plane hit. I was on with Imus, to something as banal as a baseball game. It's seamless. He's great. So he's not just giving me advice, but from the experience of working with him and watching him work, it would kind of be like, being the backup shortstop with the Yankees and Derek Jeter not saying a word to you, basically, but watching him field grounders and hit the baseball every single day. It's going to rub off on you. So I think Imus has certainly rubbed off on me in a big, big way. In fact, it's my biggest influence during my now 20+ year career.
So now the big thing you've been saying on social media, which you should be saying, is that you're going to be number one and that everybody should be nervous about your show coming into the mornings. What is your key? Because I know you guys aren't going to be doing like Radio Wars, but what is your key to just come into the Big Apple and just take over? How do you and Bernie approach that?
Well, I mean, the good news is we've been here for a long time. I started my career back in New York in 2000 on WABC and had a very historic and successful run. It wasn't very long, which I think most people are surprised when they think about it, but 2001 through 2005 on WFAN, between working on the Imus show, hosting the midday show with both Jody McDonald and Joe Beningo and doing the Giants. It was a pretty historic 4-year run. And then, of course, I've been back on and off on the fan, filling in over the years, and now back on WABC the last couple of years. But to put it in proper perspective, Bernie's been out of New York now for the better part of 3 decades with Imus. I've had my run for the last 20 years, so we're not new to this audience. I just look at it like this, Howard Stern is on satellite radio and not on terrestrial radio. Imus is saying goodbye. WFN did a huge hit in the morning with with Craig Carton leaving a little while ago. So, no disrespect to Greg Giannotti, he's not Craig. So, look at the landscape of AM talk radio in the mornings in New York, and nobody scares you anymore, right? I mean, think about it. There's no Imus, there's no Stern, there's no big time morning show at FAN. So this is our opportunity, I think. I think we provide the best all-around radio show in that time slot. We'll be the most diverse. We'll discuss the most topics. We'll have the best guests. We clearly have the best sense of humor, so if you want to laugh, we got that way ahead of the rest of the show. So I look at the landscape, Brian, and I say, hey, you know what? This is the perfect time to pounce, and we're going to start doing that on Monday morning.
Now, what I want to ask you is, are you going to be doing the same show you're doing right now with Bernie, or are you going to sort of do a different format for the morning show? How should listeners be ready?
It's going to be a little different. I think, Brian, we spend a lot more time now, at least the first 2 years together, and we gained a lot of credibility in the political realm in that field. Of course, we were together for the whole year campaign between Clinton and Donald Trump. Just spent the last year together of Donald Trump's first year as the president. And we spent the better part of 2 years really diving in head first to politics. We'll do that again on a certain level, and we'll do that with our guests. We've got great guests stopping by every single week. Bill O'Reilly's going to stop by this Monday, and twice a month, Chuck Todd every single Friday. President Donald Trump is going to stop by at some point this week. So we're going to continue to provide the audience with some really opinionated political talk, but less now in the mornings. I think now that we're doing the morning show, we'll get more into the pop culture, entertainment, sports, give the folks driving to work in the morning a nice bevy of topics rather than spending, let's say, an hour fighting back and forth about North Korea or China or Trump's policy. I think with the morning show, you get to be a little funnier, a little more lighthearted, and include more topics and different types of guests. So it will strengthen the show we're doing right now, but not a heck of a lot different.
What is your key, man? You like to just go on air and say it as it is, but a lot of times people get very offended over words and there's fake outrage and everybody gets angry. What is the key to going on air and being honest without making people mad? Do you get nervous when you're often doing your rants that you'll get yelled at by the media, or do you just turn on the mic and hope for the best?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care who gets mad at me. The media's been mad at me for many, many years. I got a guy at the New York Daily News, Bob Raceman, who was the media critic writer, who's called me Sidiot for the better part of 17 years. I had Phil Mushnick at the New York Post angry with me. We made up now, but for about a decade, he was angry with me. And certainly if you go on my Twitter, at Sid Rosenberg, which I know you do, Ryan, on my Facebook page, it is littered every single day with some serious hate. I mean, and not only me, I mean, the people hate me so much, they'll say bad things about my wife or my kids or somebody else that's close to me. So I'm used to it. It comes with the territory. This is a big apple. Doesn't get bigger than this. It's the number one media market in the country, in the world. I do say stuff every single day that's going to make a lot of people happy. And I say stuff every single day that's going to piss a lot of people off. So I don't worry about it. I just go on and, you know, I try to do the best I can and entertain my audience and have fun with it. If it means pissing people off, screw them.
Why do you think people take radio so seriously? Why do you think listeners get so mad at hosts and then have to talk about their wife and their kids? Why do listeners get so up in arms?
I mean, some of them are just crazy. There's no other way to put it. These are just really crazy people. But, you know, look, this is their passion. That's part of the beauty of this, especially here in New York. I've worked in other markets. Spent the better part of a decade and a half down in South Florida, where the passion is not even close. And at one point was on nearly 50 markets syndicated by Westwood One. I mean, the beauty up here is that they do take it seriously. They do tend to get a little carried away and upset if, in fact, they disagree. And especially in today's day and age with Donald Trump as the president, it just seems like fighting now and getting angry now seems to be the norm. And up here, whether it's, you know, who should be the next shortstop for the Mets, who should replace Eli Manning at quarterback, who should replace Carmelo Anthony with the Knicks, or quite frankly, the politics, it just seems to get very fiery right away. So that's okay. That's part of the beauty of being on in New York City. And I can't really explain why these people got carried away. It's a combination of crazy and passion. But either way it works, it doesn't scare me. It actually fuels me.
So over the years, you have been very critical of WFAN, and right now the afternoon show is not doing very well as it's losing to Michael Kay. Do you think it has any chance to build in town, or do you think it's just going to be one of those moves, maybe like David Lee Roth, 10 years ago where it just bombs. What do you think is going to happen with the afternoon show? Because if you look at social media, dude, every day it's getting blown up. I mean, it seems like nobody likes that show.
Yeah, I mean, look, the last longer than David Lee Roth for CBS won't admit to defeat that, but it's not a good show. I feel badly saying that because on an individual basis, I don't really know Bart Scott, but I've worked with Chris Carlin for years, and I kind of like him. Maggie's a sweetheart, very nice girl. But the truth is, the show's not good, and it really has very little potential of getting better. And my problem with the show is that if you're going to put a three-man show together, you better have somebody in there who's really, really good at what they do. And Chris Carlin, to me, has never distinguished himself as a big-time radio guy. Did a very good job on SNY and television for years. Did have a short stint as an afternoon host in Philadelphia. But for the most part, it's been a fill-in producer, kind of a character guy. He's not a big-time radio host. And he runs that show with Bart Scott, who's got no experience, and Maggie, who's got, very little experience. She's on CBS and Sports Illustrated, but let's face it, that's not like doing an afternoon show at WFAN. So I just don't see it. They're not a very good mix. They don't share the same passions when it comes to sports. They're not very passionate about the New York teams. And if you're going to make it at WFAN, and this is why Joe Benigno's had a great run, so I did as well, you better enjoy the New York teams. I mean, yes, Chris Russo was a San Francisco Giant fan, but Dog is just so brilliant at what he does, and he was so great with Mike Francesa. It didn't matter. But for these three folks taking over for Mike, the fact that none of them are passionate New York sports fans, none of them are big-time radio hosts, it just bodes for disaster, right? I don't see this show ever getting a heck of a lot better, and eventually CBS will cut their losses and hire somebody else.
So it seems like they're not very good at radio right now, as you just said. What is the key to doing good sports radio in the Big Apple? What do they like to listen to as a radio audience?
Well, you got to be a homer. I mean, that's the bottom line. If it's baseball season, you got to love the Yankees like Mike Francesa did, like Joe Benigno loves the Mets, like Kevin Roberts loves the Mets, and Boomer and Craig like both teams. You got to love the local teams. That's the bottom line. Boomer's a Jet guy. Craig's a Jet guy. Evan and Joe are Jet guys. Again, Mike and Chris are a little different. Chris enjoys a baseball team that plays in California. Mike never really had a favorite football team. He was close with the Giants personnel for many years, but wasn't really a Giant fan. But those guys were so much better than everybody else, it really didn't matter. But to have success here, you better be a homer. You got to like the local teams. You got to be passionate about the local teams. And you got to be entertaining. Look, I think the days are over when you could take a 40-minute segment and talk about, a David Wright at bat, or talk about, why Eli Manning called the wrong play on third down. I don't know if that works anymore. I mean, it works here to a certain extent. You can do it in New York, Philly, Boston, Chicago, more than any other city. But I think folks these days want to be entertained. So you got to know New York. You got to love New York. You got to be familiar and passionate about the New York teams. And after that, you have to be an entertaining style, which I'm not sure any of those three have.
So now, for people that would want to check out your new morning show, Bernie and Sid in the Morning, where can they check it out, and why should they tune in next week?
Because I think you'll get a little bit of everything. And if you're a political fan, you're going to get some of that. Like I said, we've got a very good chance that the president himself will be on next week. If not, we have other big-time political guests. If you like the local news, national news, you've got a ton of that coming your way as well, including Chuck Todd, Meet the Press, every single Friday. If you like sports, we've got a ton of big-name sports guests coming on. I know Ron Guidry is coming on Tuesday. Get ready for Yankee baseball. Bernie Williams on Friday. And a ton of football guests as well. If you like pop culture, we've got Tyra Banks coming on next week. So whatever you like, we've got somebody coming on, and we're going to cover it. And on top of that, we're both very, very funny guys. It's not arrogant to say that, but we are. A little brash as well, but it is what it is. And we're very opinionated guys. So whatever the day is a big topic here in this city or in this country, we're going to cover it with strong opinions and make it fun. So people can check us out. If you're not in New York City, of course, you can go online, WABCradio.com. I recommend you download the WABC 77 WABC app on your iPhone. It's free. You get the show live every single day. And here in New York, of course, just tune in to 770 AM WABC.
Well, dude, keep up the good work. It's been a lot of fun having you on the show, and I can't wait to see you guys take over the Big Apple. So it's been a lot of fun having you on Hoppe Hour.
I appreciate it. I love young guys like you that, first of all, you're very, very good, but the enthusiasm, and you've been reaching out to me for a couple of weeks, and I really, really appreciate that. And Thanks for all the good stuff you put about us on social media. And stay in touch, Ryan, because somewhere on the road, not that far away, we'll be talking about your big show coming up soon.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.